You like TV? I like TV.
I do like TV.
I watch TV. And today we're going to destroy TV.
Okay.
That's right, kids. Destroy All Movies has a another little fun podcast. Destroy All TV.
Coming at
Destroy
you
All
from
Television.
Damn Junior Podcast.
Could be classic TV. Could be new TV. You never know. You never know
Could
what
be.
we're going to throw at you.
Mostly,
So if you like-
mostly classic TV, especially
but if you-
bad classic TV, which is almost all of classic
Right.
television.
Yeah, real.
Yeah.
For real.
Destroy All Television. Damn show.
Yes, kids, destroy all television. Get it at damnshow.co, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and everywhere you listen to your favorite podcasts. Hello and welcome to Destroy All Movies, episode 350, part 2 of our Rogue One deep dive. Rejoin the podcast, already in progress.
Oh, my God.
So Jin Erso saw the message from her daddy who says, I put a weakness in the Death Star. And it's so minute that they won't ever discover that I put it there. But you can do it. I mean, okay. He puts a weakness in the Death Star, so that explains why the rebels can blow up the Death Star like they do in Star Wars.
Right.
But could he made it a little easier for him?
Pretty hard.
Do you think that any other engineer looked over the plans and saw that and be like, maybe we should cap that off?
Yeah. You know, there's this big hole that goes right to the reactor.
No, it's an exhaust port. I get it. But if we put a metal screen over it,
True.
it
That's you restrict the air.
but if we just put like a very, very thick or many levels
No.
of metal screen.
No, it needs direct access to the outside.
Okay.
Okay,
so
can we make it not straight? Could we make it like turn a little?
yeah.
No,
like
no. We need direct air. You guys don't you guys don't understand how the airflow works in this thing. It is one way, direct air only.
okay. All right. Now I get that, but let me raise this question.
Code.
So the direct airflow, and I'm not arguing with you, but right
You're fired.
at right at the bottom of it is the main reactor for the whole thing.
Right. Yes, I
Okay.
totally understand that.
All right.
and-
How about this? Instead of one big one,
Right.
we have like a bunch of small ones that torpedoes won't fit through.
No.
No.
There will be no torpedoes coming. Who's going to shoot torpedoes at us?
Who's gonna drop a bomb down?
Well, this seems to be the perfect size for a torpedo to go
No.
through.
Again,
What
can
kind
I
of
raise,
torpedo? Show me.
yeah, show me. Again, can I just raise the question of having multiple vents, like multiple metal, like really hard to. If they
Listen, it's
blow
not
up
in the
one,
budget. We are already over budget on the project.
Listen, we spent way too much on that dish.
Yeah, did you see that suction cup going in?
Yeah.
That was the hardest thing that we had to do.
So the arms alone, dude, put us over budget. Like
Yeah.
we can't put many
Yep.
grates over to protect this thing.
Let's discuss that for future improvements next year. And then we'll be fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
building
How
another one.
about we have the exhaust port, right?
Right.
But we
Okay.
don't make a really big trench that you can fly through to get to it.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
where the guns go.
But yeah, where the guns
listen,
Where the guns going then?
let's get this.
yeah, where are the guns gonna go? Well, what if we just put them higher and
Yeah.
not had a trench? Because the guns are on top anyway, so they're not below the trench.
It's not aesthetically Correct.
They're it's not aesthetically pleasing.
Oh man.
Because
And
then you
they-
got stuff poking out of the perfect globe. No.
Perfect.
Oh my God. So what you're saying is essentially is we're going to go with this plan. Yes. Fair enough.
So they bring Jyn Erso back, and she says, "My daddy said he stuck something in the Death Star that we can blow it up real good." And they all the rebels are pussies, and let's break up the rebellion because
The first sign of real trouble. They're like, I don't know about this.
so she gives her hope speech,
Right.
which she copped from Cassian, who said
Right.
it earlier.
Right.
Yeah, it's built on hope. So, whatchamacallit, the Mon Calamari dude, he goes, "Oh, I'm with you.
Right.
I love a good fight." Oh, we lost Kenny.
Oh.
They killed Kenny.
They killed Kenny. Oh, that's so funny.
So they go and they decide we're gonna go to see your father and stuff and get him out and stuff like that. But that general dude tells him, "No, you kill that guy."
You know, part of that speech,
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
I remember watching the trailer. And it really looks like part of that speech where she says, "We're rebels. Let's rebel."
Right.
Yeah,
I
that was
thought that was a really cool line, and then it doesn't make it to the movie.
yeah, because they reshot a lot of that.
Yeah.
That was a cool line.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because there was also a scene at the end that I saw, I think in one of the original trailers, of her like running on the beach
Yeah.
and like TIE fighters flying over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Well,
of
no,
that
no,
was
no,
removed.
When she was there was a
Oh, in
TIE
the tower, right?
tower when she was doing her
And the TIE fighter shows up. you
right,
know,
right.
Yeah. But there was also a scene of her and Cassian running on the beach
Right, right. I saw
with,
that.
carrying like the hard drive or something.
Which when I saw her take off the hook, the hard drive off that hook, I was like,
Yeah.
she was doing a lot of dangling and stuff like that. That hook wasn't secure; it was just a hook. It could have fell 100 fucking times. I'm just like, maybe they could have made it like a belt clip, like a mountain climbing thing where it's secured, like you needed a spring to open it. No, this thing was just a hook. Throw it on the back.
Well,
It'll be
it's
fine.
It's like we have computers now that you just stick a thumb drive in and download the plans. Why does it always have to be in some sort of special container?
Always.
To get at? It's basically just a library. You don't need to physically handle it.
Right. Why couldn't
It's
they
a long
instead?
time ago.
Why
But
couldn't
their computers are better than ours, I would assume.
yeah.
No.
So obviously, because he couldn't just go to that, find Stardust and put a thing in right there instead of
Yeah.
using the handles and be like, all right, download it. Like, let's go.
But didn't we see that in the last Mission Impossible? when he's underwater in that special chamber trying to get the computer drive or something.
Ooh, what a movie.
So the other thing is, everyone talks over these fucking holograms. Why not just do a video screen? The holograms are so crappy looking.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone's fuzzy and staticky.
It was a long time ago.
Oh my God, with a long time ago. They have spaceships and
Yeah.
they try to fly in hyperspace.
A space station can fly in hyperspace.
Yes, a space station can fly in hyperspace.
I'm sure they could have downloaded something.
Yes.
That is
They
true.
did.
And every one of them, there was like the holograms had so many communication problems.
Yeah, just give me do a Zoom call, a video call or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Throw on your hood, talk in your gravelly voice. And there you go. It's like, yeah, Richie's calling. Oh, hold on. No, I'm not Richie.
Do it.
I am now someone else. No.
I am sending my apprentice.
Yes, I'm sending my apprentice, Darth Maul. Will you chop him in half and he will become a crab?
So, so Tarkin says, "Boy, this is a nice battle station. Why don't you get yourself one?"
Yeah. Why don't you make yourself one, dickweed? Just fucking look it.
Fitness.
I don't be taking over.
Yeah, because I'm taking over because you're a dumbass. And,
Yeah. And Krennic's like, I did all this. Technically, Galen did all that. Like,
yeah, you didn't do shit.
you
dude.
really didn't do anything.
So he goes to see Galen, and then whatchamacallit, Cassian's gonna shoot Galen, but then he has a change of heart and doesn't shoot him.
Right.
But the bad general sent the freaking rebel fleet, who just starts shooting everything up.
Which yet I don't understand again. What was the point of blowing up that military installment there when the Death Star or anything about it wasn't there?
Right. That dude just made bad decisions all around.
Right. Like, dude, the Death Star is not there. The plans aren't there. The engineers for it are there, but it is done and flying around. Like,
Right.
somebody else should have been like, dude, why are we sending a squad? What are you doing? Well, we got to kill him. Well, why? It's out. Like, we need to go somewhere else. We got to figure this out. Go get the guy down from the tower, please, so we can figure this out. He's going to fucking give away our position.
He hasn't.
If someone flies over, right? If someone flies over, they're going to know we're here. Fucking dude's 80 feet in the air.
He hasn't taken a leak in 10 hours.
He's fucking pissing off the side.
I'd love to see that. That'd be hilarious.
You know that saying, "Don't piss in my ear and tell me it's raining"?
Yeah.
Well, he does that for real.
Yeah, he does that. Jesus, could get him down from there. Why is that so high? We have all this radar equipment. We don't need anybody up there.
You don't need a guy with binoculars.
Fucking get him down. Just for the love of, you see how many fucking people we have sitting at radars? You need him up there with a fucking pair of binoculars.
So that's another thing. At that Imperial base, they come in and they crash land and shit. Imperial radar must suck because a ship comes in and not only it doesn't come in and land, it comes in fucking crash lands.
Right.
And you still don't notice?
Well, he was below. He got to stay low in the canyons, otherwise the fucking
because
radar. Yeah. And of course,
I'm just saying it's terrible radar.
Right. And of course, the one day it was pouring, like it wasn't like they never ever, end up where it's beautiful and sunny. And they're like, well, I guess staying low is pointless right now because
it's a really nice day.
Beautiful here. And no matter where we fly, like if we fly lower, it's going to like blow up a lot of dust, which will give away our position. Because we have these big engines. Like if you go low, it's gonna. So maybe abort today. Weather's supposed to be terrible tomorrow. Let's come back tomorrow.
Yeah, we can't come back tomorrow when it's horrible out. Yeah. So
have one of the fucking umpteenth droids that we have send a fucking message that doesn't get blocked, and fucking tell them the weather's gonna be bad tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. We'll fucking hook up with Obi-Wan at that at the diner. We'll have a fucking Jawa juice and fucking space pancakes.
Jawa juice is a real thing.
Just fucking hang out. We'll come back tomorrow. Why are we here again? Why are we killing this dude? Can anybody tell me? I don't know.
They
built the Death Star?
They just told us to.
You built the Death Star? Is the Death Star there? No. Are the plans there? No. Why are we going?
Why are we killing him now?
Yeah. What?
Shouldn't we have killed him before?
Yeah.
Before he built the Death Star?
Shouldn't we have tried this months ago? Well, I'm not in charge.
We could have stopped them from getting all those kyber crystals. I can tell you that. That would have been easy.
Yeah. What are you talking about, dude? I've been in that fucking tower for fucking 14 weeks. I don't even know what's going on.
What I miss?
What I miss? I'm pissing off the fucking railings.
So they decide they're gonna go to what's the other planet?
The last one?
Yeah.
I was just trying to
Scarif.
think of that. I can't remember.
Oh.
Scarif.
Scarif. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. They're gonna go to Scarif to get the vital plans.
Right. Which I got to say, as much as I like fucking C3PO and R2D2, they didn't need to jam those guys in.
No.
No, they did
Unnecessary.
not. So they hop in the Imperial cargo ship and they're gonna commandeer it and go to Scarif.
Right.
And they go, well, what's your call sign? Rogue One?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that was, yeah, that's it, Rogue
Yeah,
One.
see? Rogue One, see?
Yeah, he was very convincing with that Rogue.
We are Rogue 12. No.
And they said,
One.
wait a minute, there is no Rogue One. Although that's a cool sign, that's a cool sounding call sign. We're going to use that later.
Yeah. That's really cool. No, man, we're rebels.
Because in Empire Strikes Back, the snow speeders were Rogue call
Right.
signs.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
So,
Which
Darth
they
Vader
which they should have been,
right.
because rogue means one,
Yeah.
and they
Well,
had
no, Rogue just means,
Rogue doesn't mean one.
Rogue doesn't mean what? No, it doesn't. It means you're not following, you're
yeah, no,
off
but
the-
like sharks are rogues, they're by
Oh.
themselves.
No, a rogue
What?
means you're it means you're out of sync with every.
Well, yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
like I'm just going by what Jaws said. Rogue, he swims by himself. He's a rogue.
But that's not what. That's what you're gonna call yourself 1-1.
Yeah. No, but they couldn't, they had the fucking, in those snow speeders, they had a backup. They had the fucking trigger guy, which again,
Back.
again, why in the fuck, who built these fucking things?
Well,
They put the guy back.
They had a whole guy to shoot a fucking, had a whole guy.
Harpoon?
Like they build these fucking things where buttons could do anything, and they have a whole guy to go, like, I can't do that from the front of the cockpit. All
well,
they had to do was fucking put, the button on the joystick of me flying it, just like a
Might
Top
have
Gun.
saved poor Dak's life.
Right. Fucking Goose wasn't shooting anything. Goose was a fucking navigator. He was another
Well-
pointless one. Like,
plus Dak sucked. He was all
Yeah.
whiny and shit. Oh, I don't have my approach vector. And Lucas, motherfucker.
yeah, why did I take you? You had one job.
So they go to get the vital plans.
Don't fucking bag on Goose ever again, by the way.
Oh, there you are. Kenny's
Hey.
back.
Just sideways.
Hey, sideways Kenny.
Sideways Kenny.
You can deal with
What's up,
that.
buddy?
Yeah, I got joined by phone. My recording, everything just locked up. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no worries. Turn your phone.
So they go to get the vital plans.
Right.
But Darth Vader summons
Krennic.
Krennic to talk to him. And so Krennic goes to Darth Vader's home planet, which is surrounded by lava. You'd think he'd want to be away from that shit.
It's Mustafa.
Oh, it's the same planet?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why would he stay there? That makes
He's-
no sense.
I don't know. It's a dry heat.
It's-
But if you
It's
were
warm.
burned by lava,
Right.
wouldn't you pick a planet that had no lava around?
No, you own it. You fucking stay there and you fucking master it. You go there, you stay there because it angers you. And you have to be angry to
Nice.
be in the dark side.
Oh,
Plus-
I get it.
He gets a cool castle with a lava flowing it has a lava flowing pee-pee hole.
So So he goes to Darth Vader and starts groveling. It's like, oh, you gonna tell the Emperor about me? And Darth Vader gets all pissed off at him shit. And it's like, it's only one day, sir. It's only
Yeah,
one
it's
one day a
only-
year.
Yeah, one day a year, sir. Yeah, I was making quite merry. Having a good time with no food, hardly any drink, my crippled son. It was awesome.
It was awesome. This teeny tiny dessert.
Yeah, this very tiny dessert that we all had a spoonful of. But no. I'll be here quite earlier the next day.
So Darth Vader chokes him out. And let's face it, there's no way that is that fucking whiny Anakin in that suit.
No.
You don't all of a
Right.
sudden turn from whiny Anakin into a super badass like
Right.
that.
Right.
Yes.
You don't go from
And-
putting on the Ritz to fucking, killing in the name of.
Yeah.
Nice. That was a good call, man. But it was like 15 years later after he
Yeah.
Still.
wiped out several civilizations.
Yeah.
So they go to Scarif. They get the vital plans, but they say, oh, we need to broadcast the vital plans to the rebel fleet. So the shield around the planet has to be taken down so we can broadcast the vital plans. So in order to tell the rebels to take down the shield, they have to hook up this cable to a communications thing,
Right.
Yep.
and the pilot can't do it because cable's not long enough.
Cable's not long. He basically has an auxiliary cable that you would plug your fucking iPad into.
This is like Back to the Future.
Yeah.
You're trying to get the connection.
Oh my
to the
God.
town.
Exactly.
Doc Brown.
Right?
Exactly. He's trying to pull it. You're like, at what point do you just like, this really wasn't well thought out?
So Krennic shows up. They get the plans.
And yet, again, the Empire as a whole are not the greatest in like if shit's blowing up, everybody's going, was it fireworks? I didn't know there was a picnic today. Like, he looked around, he's like, do you not fucking see this? And they're like, what, dude? It's nice, it's pretty. Like,
So they get the plans. They broadcast it up there. The Death Star shoots the city. Everyone dies. Krennic, Jyn Erso, Cassian, the
Everybody.
droid, everybody.
yeah, which I loved because they were toying originally with having them survive.
Yeah, how do you explain that one?
In the original one, and I guess the guy who wrote it was like, yeah, no, dude, like everybody dies. And they were like, well, we can't have everyone die. No, everybody
No,
dies.
everybody.
They're like, no, everybody's dying. So, yeah. And then Admiral Kermit was the only one getting fucking plans. And he had to fucking zoom it off to Piggy.
Yeah.
Like,
Admiral Kermit.
like the only one, the one ship was just like, hey, guys, turn off all your communications. I'll handle this.
Yeah, everyone else.
Every rebel ship,
Don't listen to this.
don't listen to this. Don't take it upon yourself to be like you would think like one X-wing or Y-wing be like, yeah, dude, I got it too. Like, what was everybody
Yeah.
freaking out about?
Yeah, I can
Didn't you get it?
I can
Like, it came
record
in-
this.
It came in on all of our frequencies. Like it came like you saw it come up with the little thing and the dots.
Just delete it. You don't need it.
You don't need it. It's taking hard drive space. How are you gonna shoot your guns?
It looks like it was
So-
made on an Apple IIe.
Yeah, these damn downloads.
So they
It
get
looked like fucking Pong is what it looked like.
so they get the plans to the blockade runner
Right.
that Princess Leia's on. So, but Darth Vader is trying to get to it too, and he
Shows
just
up
starts-
and fucking massacres everybody and fucking the redemption of fucking Vader. was the sins of the past wiped away with one fucking quick lightsaber battle that he fucked those people up. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, but he sees the Princess Leia ship take off and get out of Dodge.
Right.
And he catches up with her like what, 5 minutes later?
And that's my point. Like shooting that trajectory, and they're gonna fucking just say, all right, well, scan everything that went in that trajectory. Like stop and then maybe make a left or a right. Just saying. Just throw them off the scent a little.
And it ends with plastic Princess Leia saying hope.
Okay, here's another thing that I'm a little fuzzy on. So once they hit hyperspace,
Yes.
right? They have communication. Can't they communicate with yet another rebel ship and send it from their ship to another ship, and then another ship to another ship? Like,
there you go, thinking again.
Like,
Oh no! All those other rebel ships are out of the area. They are not in the same hyper jump.
like there's no asshole sitting on fucking Yavin in one of those fucking booths. Be like, I could just, I'm open. Like my laptop's open. I'm okay. You could
The
send me
dude
it.
in the tower probably can pick up a good signal.
he's like, yeah, I'm up here, dude. I'm good too. You good up there? I'm good. Yeah. Send it to me. Like, no,
Damn, I forgot the radio again.
yeah, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Nah, that's okay. We're not going to send it to you. We're going to keep it.
Yeah, I gotta go down. Why? I'm out of sweet tea. I'm out of Jawa.
So the end. This movie, let's see. It received first of all, it made $532.2 million in the States and another 523.8 around the world.
Wow.
It
Still
became the
considered
fourth
the-
film in Disney history to make $1 billion in ticket sales.
How much did it cost to make it?
The cost to make this movie was the
$250?
$50.
200 between 200 and 265 million dollars.
That's right there.
Wow.
Not bad.
So it got an 84% positive rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and it was so good they made a sequel. They called it Star Wars.
Oh, that's funny.
So on the rewatch, let's re-rate.
All right. Re-rate. Guess first. Carl.
Okay, Carl,
Ooh, me first.
you first.
I wasn't so sure on the first watch. Seen it like 4 times since, and I think it's really good. There's a lot of kind of boring parts with Genesu, but overall, the final space battle is incredible. I enjoy the hell out of it.
Okay.
3.5.
Out of 3.5.
3.5. You enjoyed the hell
Yeah.
out of it for 3.5?
I was considering 4, but there's a lot of stuff where I could just skip over.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Kenny?
Yeah, I have to go with Carl, but I'm going to go with a 4. I think this is probably like the third best movie out of all the Star Wars movies.
Mm.
Empire Strikes Back, A New Hope, and Rogue One. I think this is probably the third. If I had to give it some sort of rating, and all the other ones we just reviewed before that, they all suck. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4.
I put it at number 4 overall Star Wars movies. But
What's your
Ah.
your top 3 then?
you want to do that?
Well, go ahead. Why not?
You brought it
Empire-
up. So, say it.
Empire, Star Wars, Last Jedi, Rogue One.
Oh, through a
Ah.
how very pussy are you? Throwing
Dude,
throwing a
my
new one
favorite
in.
movies.
Oh, goodbye. Yeah, throwing a new one in with all the
How
old
very-
list of old pappy crap.
Oh, I love that movie so much.
I know. All right. Kenny gives it a 4. So I'll go Jim. I give it a
Yeah.
4. I agree with Carl. I would have gave it a 3.5, but with Vader redeeming himself or Star Wars redeeming Vader, and making him evil yet again, and taking no shit, and fucking, you know, not being a whiny. He went from fucking annoying kid to a whiny bitch to the most evil person again. Thank you, whoever fixed it in Rogue One.
Yes.
Thank you. I give it a 4 just for that.
All right. Where do you put it in your lineup?
3.
3.
I agree with
Wow.
Kenny's 3 is my 3. I'm Empire first, of course, and then A New Hope, and then Rogue One, and then I would throw one of the newer ones in. You know, like 7, 8, or 9. They're fine.
Right.
They didn't suck.
All right. Well,
No Return of the Jedi?
Jedi's all right, but you know, it's full
man.
of Muppets, and
yeah, I know, but
it's, you know.
But Luke and Darth at the end.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Worth
It's
the
just
price
like,
of admission right there. I am a Jedi, like my father before me. One of my favorite lines in any Star Wars movie.
I know. That's very sentimental, but who cares?
I love Luke. I love Luke.
Yeah.
All right,
Jim?
I give this.
Do you love Luke, or are you just saying that?
Do you really love Luke?
Do you really love Luke, or are you just saying?
You're just saying that because you see him.
See him. I love Luke.
So I give this a 4.5.
Whoa.
Wow.
I like it more now than when I saw it originally. When I saw it originally, I was going, you know, I'm not sold on this. But the more I watch it, the more I like it.
Even with all the flaws that we just talked about?
Even with all the flaws. I
no reason for killing Jin's dad.
I know. Well,
how
if you're looking for sense, you're not going to look in for a Star Wars movie.
That's right.
Why there was a guy in the watchtower this whole time? Get the position. Where did Jyn Erso get that hook on her belt? And why wasn't it more secure?
Overlooking the kid.
You know what I mean? Like, she just had a hook on the back of her belt.
Dude, give up the hook. I get you. Sometimes you carry hooks.
You know, I have a hook on my belt. You're kidding. That is going to come in handy when we take that, and I just put it on the back, but it doesn't clasp. So if I fall or swing or something, it might fall off that hook and then go, and then we have to figure out how to get the Death Star plans again, because it's not very secure. It's just a hook. Like Cassio didn't go, where'd you get that hook from?
Okay. Getting back to my rating, 4.5. I love this movie the more I watch it. So it really improved over the years to my taste. I grew more in love with it as the years go by. I consider it the 4th best Star Wars movie. The Holy Trilogy is the Holy Trilogy. It's that I go Star Wars Empire.
Ooh.
Only because, one, Star Wars is the first one I saw. I've seen it more times than any other film I've ever seen in my life. Hundreds of times I've watched Star Wars, or at least 100. And I've seen it in every format. Movie.
I'd say it's more than
bootleg videotape, real videotape, DVD,
Laserdisc,
Blu-ray. I didn't have the Laserdisc.
I've actually seen it on Laserdisc.
No, I had the CED. That's different.
Oh.
It wasn't a Laserdisc. It was a capacitance electronic disc.
Okay.
That was the RCA.
That's right.
Video, where the movies came in those big cartridges.
Right.
Yeah, I think, we can't even count the first, the prequels, as none of them are any good at all.
Right.
And I'm not a big fan of the three
sequels.
Prequels.
No, the sequels.
You don't like episode 7, 8, 9?
No, I'm not a big fan. I kind of like 7, but 8 and 9, especially 9, was not a big fan of 9. But we'll get to that eventually.
We'll get there.
Eventually. My name is Matt. radar technician.
Yep.
One of the best
Somehow Palpatine came back.
ever.
Yes. Totally. That's a great one from SNL.
You've seen that one, right, Carl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when he does Undercover Boss.
Undercover Boss. My name is
Yeah.
Matt. I'm a radar technician.
That's hilarious. Yes.
So, yeah. So 4.5. Rogue One.
All right. Good for you, Jimmy.
I liked it. I'd love to see those scenes that they originally filmed,
Yeah. I'd like that too.
just to see what they decided was terrible.
Didn't they switch directors at the end too?
No, that was Solo.
Solo,
They switched directors.
which should have been this show.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you what's happening to this show. This is going to be a two-parter. Because when we started re-recording, I'm rolling into an hour 42.
Wow.
Oh man.
So
Two-parter?
yeah, this show is going to be well over 2 hours in length.
Wow.
We talked for half an hour before we even got to this movie.
Wow. All right. Well,
Blame the talent.
yeah. I had a lot to
Right.
say. Had a lot to say.
All
but
right.
Shit.
Well,
Now that I'm paying attention.
next episode is Solo, a Star Wars story.
Uh-huh.
No, I
So I
thought
take
you're gonna do this in 2 weeks. And
Well,
Yeah, we could put it out, but we could watch and record it in a week. So
well,
we
how
have
about
it.
this? We put out the first part of this, then we do Solo.
Solo.
Then we put out the second part.
just tease it.
That would be awesome. Man,
Why the fuck not?
that would be great. Oh man. So yeah. So I take it no emails then.
No
Shock.
emails.
Well, Carl's on the show. Of course there's no email.
Yes, of course there's no emails.
I just got the invite today. I could have emailed.
Carl, write up something real quick.
Maybe KO will send an email in.
I doubt it. So
So-
Carl, do you remember where the milkmaid dude was? Do you remember him?
Oh wow. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Where'd fucking milkmaid work? What
I
was
don't know. He worked in a dairy. I
Yeah.
don't know where.
Oh, one of the listeners?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not really. No.
No. Richie,
I'm
I'll
obsessed.
tell you
I
what,
can't-
Richie, you can go to the Patreon page
Right.
and listen to our back episodes where you might hear us reading an email from the milkmaid.
So that's probably not going to happen.
But
I'll-
you would suggest other people do that.
Track it down.
Absolutely.
Of course.
But for me, I'm going to be, I can't listen to the show because I'm going to be busy watching fucking glass blowers and pottery. So
So
how am I going to fit that in my,
And vampires.
and vampires? at
Damn Show,
Denny's.
damshow.co is where you find Damn Junior Podcasting, home of the Damn Junior Podcasting Network.
Where we have many
Network of
shows
two
now.
shows. Well, there's going to be a third.
Is there?
Yes.
What's-
Ellie is going to be doing Book of Melly with one
Oh.
of her friends. And so
There
there'll
you
be
go.
a third podcast in the network.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. Carl,
So,
do you want your
we
own
got-
show?
I'll think of something.
So we got this show, Hallmark's the Spot, of course. And
which is the big download show. That gets
dude,
all the big
I do get a lot of downloads from that.
I know. That's why I'm saying it surpassed us by like thousands.
Well, it didn't surpass us, but it's got a healthy listenership for a Hallmark movie podcast.
I do think you and I, Richie, have a lot to say about music.
You want to do a music podcast?
Think about it.
All right.
I got a lot of input on that.
Well,
All right.
You can make that suggestion via email
Yeah.
at
Destroymail@gmail.com.
that's right. That's how
That's right. That's destroymail@gmail.com.
so
Richie,
like we were saying, You could join us through our Patreon page to get over 150 back episodes of this show.
And if you want your own show hosted on the Damn Junior Network for the low
Send
price
an email.
of $100 a month, we will handle that for you. And by we, Jim will do it.
Jim.
Yeah.
But I get at least 35 of the.
Why?
I'm
in the red, man.
Yeah,
Look
but
at
There's
Look at-
you get 35% of the profit if we haven't generated one yet.
fine. But when we do, see that right there, that little name.
Right.
Wait,
Exactly.
how is 25? Where did you come up with 35%?
Well, I figure I would give you, the lion's share because you're going to be doing all the work. But I said it,
Oh.
so I get $35 out of the 100. For every 100,
Yeah,
$35.
Promotion, finder's fee. It's
Yeah,
all-
there's finder's
all
fee.
goes with the
I
talent.
see.
There's legwork.
What
I have
about
to get
the Amazon?
I have to get lozenges
What was that?
for my voice.
Amazon.
Wait a minute. I didn't hear what Carl said. What?
The
How come we're not
Amazon.
making money off
What
of
about-
Amazon? No one buys us Amazon anymore.
I
No,
did just yesterday.
Amazon is screwing us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still?
they're being very light with the actual commissions.
Yeah. And if I would have bought any of my stuff in the past, well, since we've been doing it in 2007, since we had it, we would probably get a lot more, but I still
But you
have-
never use the
I
Amazon.
never used the Hey, I got a question. Why aren't we? Where are our endorsements? Like, how come we're not endorsed by anybody? Or how
You
come
have to have a much larger listenership.
that's horseshit.
What kind of endorsements do you want? You want
some mic-
Manscaped? What,
Like, we should get mics or headsets or whatever the fuck it is.
oh,
Like,
that.
yeah.
Well, I mentioned their name a lot, and we'll see what comes in. Somehow, I don't think.
Like we
It's not
have we have two people who are on the show who don't have they're wearing fucking Apple stuff. We're not endorsed by Apple. Let's get the
It's not even Apple stuff. They're just wearing earbuds.
Yeah, but let's get fucking some endorsements going.
Audio Technica,
Like
Yeti,
on,
Blue Yeti, right?
yeah, on television.
How about a little something for the effort?
So these news programs send the people like AirPods and stuff
Right. That's what I'm saying, Jim.
to
You're
use.
fucking slacking. You should change your
Yeah.
name. Producer
I know it's
extraordinaire / poor producer.
yes. I'll send AirPods to everyone.
Well, if we were, had a nice juicy endorsement, we'd be able to do that. But no,
Right.
I guess we're not that fucking good.
That's right. I guess not.
Big show, this rogue one.
Yeah, big show.
So,
Big show.
like to thank Carl for coming on. Kenny,
Yes,
of
thank
course,
you, Carl.
joining us
Thank you
a
guys.
bunch lately, which
Yeah.
is awesome. Especially Kenny staying up way past his bedtime
Oh yeah.
on the
yeah.
on the East Coast.
Yeah. No work tomorrow, so I'm good.
Yeah,
Ah,
9:45 left coast time.
yeah.
You know,
It's 11:15 here, which means probably go have another couple glasses of wine. Watch some Seinfeld.
that's right, girlfriend.
or some fucking pottery or glass ball, whatever the fuck Jim does. So
Yeah.
that's the show. That's all I got. I'm Richie.
I'm Jim.
I'm Ken.
Carl.
Kenny.
And I'm Ken. Yep.
Good night, damnation. You like TV? I like TV.
I do like TV.
I watch TV, and today we're gonna destroy TV.
Okay.
That's right, kids. Destroy All Movies has a another little fun podcast. Destroy All TV.
Coming at you
Destroy all
from
television.
Damn Junior Podcasting.
Could be classic TV. Could be new TV. You never know. You never know
Could
what they're
be.
going to throw at you.
Mostly,
if you like-
mostly classic TV, especially
but if you-
bad classic TV, which is almost all of classic
Right.
television.
Yeah, real.
Yeah.
For real.
Destroy All Television. Damn show.
Yes, kids, destroy all television. Get it at damshow.co, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and everywhere you listen to your favorite podcasts.